shift our focus to the state of Uttar Pradesh, where another controversy is brewing. Now, what is this about? At a time when there is a debate over women's security, there is a fresh storm brewing in the state of Uttar Pradesh over the state's women's panel's proposed women's security measures. Now, what are these measures? Let's tell you about it. What we are getting to know is that as per the women's panel in the state of Uttar Pradesh, one of the measures suggested is that there should be no male tailors taking the measurements of women, and also women's gym or yoga center must have female trainers. There should be mandatory CCTVs in women's gyms and yoga centers. There should only be female tailors and CCTVs to take the measurements of women's clothes, and also that female employees are mandatory in shops selling when it comes to clothes that, selling clothes meant for women. Another measure suggested is that female security personnel should be in schools, in buses. Another measure that has been suggested by the panel is that there should be female teachers and CCTVs in drama and art centers. This is by the Uttar Pradesh State Women's Commission's proposal. Now, the move has drawn the ire of the opposition, calling these proposals regressive. The Congress and Samajwadi Party are raising concerns over the proposal and are demanding better laws to be formulated and implementation of these laws at the state level. Let's listen in.
Women's safety is an issue, fair enough, but I don't think that's really true. We have a much more progressive world. In fact, there are now even comments saying that only gender-based institutions, for example, women's colleges, women's schools, should also be opened up. We are a freer nation where girls and boys should mingle together. Issue about male and female discrimination are more in terms of how you are taught from childhood, what are social norms and customs, and many changes are happening in that. So while I can understand why UP government may be doing this, but I don't think that's a step that is really going to improve this.
It's a regressive judgment, decision. If some person commit mistake, he should be punished. But this type of one-sided and decision, it is absolutely regressive. It does not dignify the women's equality and equal right.
बड़ी देर से पहल शुरू की है। बहुत सारी बच्चियों के साथ, महिलाओं के साथ ये तो अत्याचार हो गया, और 8वें साल सरकार इस तरह की बात कर रही है। ठीक है, निश्चित तौर पे महिलाओं को अपनी आज़ादी है, लेकिन अगर किसी महिला को या तमाम सारी महिलाओं को ये बात महसूस होती है कि उनके साथ कोई गलत कर रहा है, तो उसके लिए जरूर कोई नया नियम कानून बनना चाहिए। बीजेपी की ये मांग कहां तक जायज है, इसका सही आकलन इस प्रदेश की महिलाएं ही कर पाएंगी, और वो इसका समय आने पे जवाब जरूर दे देंगी।
So don't have men training women in gyms and yoga centers. Don't have men taking measurements in tailoring shops, and that will in fact ensure women's safety. Is that logic that is being given by the panel in Uttar Pradesh, is that even valid? Because there's a lot of criticism coming in. Women's rights activists are slamming this move as regressive.
UP Women Commission's decision and statement that women must have only women tailors, gym trainers and yoga masters, and men will not be allowed to be taking measurements for women and their clothing, is absolutely regressive and obnoxious, unconstitutional. Not only does it spew of venom against women and their agency, but it is also telling women that you can't make decisions and choices for yourself, that you are not good enough to make these decisions as to who must take measurements for clothes that we want to be stitched and tailored, or our trainer for the gym and a yoga master. The UP Women Commission must scrap this decision immediately. This is not a decision that we women of India want you to make for us. We know exactly what we want. We know exactly who we want to go and take our measurements and tailor our clothes with. Who should be our yoga masters and who should be our trainers. You as the UP Commission have no right whatsoever to dictate such terms. I do hope the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh will look into this and ensure that such regressive medieval ages decisions are not made in mother of democracies.
So will gender-specific roles ensure better safety and security for women? That's the big debate here on Times Now. Time now for us